At the stroke of midnight, the Samolet, an old and obscure airplane, landed at the airport. It was a peculiar sight. There were no announcements, no prior knowledge of its arrival. As the airport staff prepared for its arrival, a shiver passed through the air, as if some ancient force had awakened. When the airplane door swung open, the staff was shocked to find it empty. No passengers, no crew. It was as if the Samolet had flown in from another dimension. The airport buzzed with confusion and fear, a sense of foreboding settling over the terminal like a thick fog. Among the baggage, there was one unclaimed bag. It was ordinary in appearance, but there was something unsettling about it. As security investigated, strange symbols were found embroidered inside. Translating them only deepened the mystery. They were ancient runes associated with dark rituals. A chilling silence descended upon the airport, broken only by the distant hum of machinery. The bustling terminal turned into a ghost town as passengers and staff alike vanished without a trace. Those who remained could feel unseen eyes watching them, a sensation that crawled under their skin. In the stillness, whispers echoed through the empty halls. Words from another realm, ancient incantations, and desperate pleas for release filled the air. Anyone who heard them was driven to the edge of madness, haunted by visions of shadowy figures and a looming sense of dread. To unravel the mystery, a team of paranormal investigators was called in. Armed with equipment designed to detect supernatural activity, they ventured into the airport's depths. What they found was beyond any haunting they had ever encountered. The very fabric of reality seemed to waver and blur. The investigators discovered that the Samolet was a conduit for a malevolent entity, a being from another dimension that hungered for the souls of the living. It had crossed over, drawn by the airport's unique energy. And now it sought to merge its world with ours, creating a nightmarish hybrid reality. Armed with ancient texts and forbidden knowledge, the investigators attempted a ritual to banish the entity back to its dimension. The air crackled with energy as they chanted, but the entity fought back, sending shockwaves of darkness that rattled the airport to its core. In a desperate move, one of the investigators sacrificed themselves, creating a barrier with their own life force. This sacrifice temporarily contained the entity, giving the investigators a brief respite. But they knew it was just a matter of time. The malevolent force was too strong to be held at bay for long. As the entity's influence grew, the airport itself seemed to unravel. Walls shifted, doors led to nowhere, and time twisted upon itself. Reality became a nightmarish maze where up was down, and past, present, and future coexisted in a disorienting dance. The investigators found themselves battling the entity not just within the airport, but across multiple dimensions. They fought through surreal landscapes, where the laws of physics were suggestions rather than rules. The entity, relentless and cunning, exploited these distortions, launching surprise attacks from unexpected angles. In their interdimensional battles, the investigators encountered beings from other realms, entities both benevolent and malevolent. Some offered aid, sharing ancient knowledge and powerful artifacts, while others sought to hinder their progress, testing their resolve and guile. Time itself became a weapon and a prison. The investigators found themselves trapped in temporal loops, forced to relive the same moments of horror and despair repeatedly. Breaking free required not only ingenuity but also a deep understanding of the entity's nature and its connection to time. In their journey, the investigators met the Guardian of Souls, a powerful entity tasked with maintaining the balance between dimensions. The Guardian revealed that the malevolent force was an ancient aberration, a parasite that fed on the essence of living beings. To defeat it, they needed to sever its connection to the source of its power, the airport itself. Armed with newfound knowledge and guided by the Guardian, the investigators prepared for the ultimate battle. They ventured into the heart of the airport, a place where reality was thin, and the malevolent entity's influence was strongest. There, they would confront the entity and sever its connection to the airport, banishing it back to its dimension. In a chamber pulsating with dark energy, the investigators initiated the ritual of severance. The air filled with the scent of burning incense and the resonance of ancient chants. The malevolent entity fought back with all its might, sending waves of psychic assault that tested the investigators' sanity. To amplify the ritual's power, the Guardian of Souls offered its own essence, a sacrifice that would tip the scales in their favor. With the Guardian's sacrifice, the ritual reached its climax. Reality itself seemed to tremble as the malevolent entity shrieked in fury and agony. In a blinding surge of light, the ritual succeeded. The malevolent entity was torn from its connection to the airport, its cries echoing through the dimensions. The very fabric of reality seemed to shatter and reweave itself, stabilizing into a new, harmonious pattern. With the entity banished, the airport began to heal. The walls stopped shifting, the whispers faded, and the sense of dread lifted like a long-broken curse. The investigators, battered and weary, emerged from the ordeal with a profound sense of accomplishment and relief. The Guardian of Souls, weakened by its sacrifice, bid farewell to the investigators. With a grateful smile, it expressed its hope that humanity would cherish the balance of dimensions and respect the delicate harmony between worlds. With that, the Guardian faded away, its essence returning to the cosmic tapestry of existence. In the wake of the ordeal, the events at the airport became a forgotten nightmare. The investigators, hailed as heroes, chose to keep the details of their otherworldly battle a secret. Life returned to normal, but the experience left them forever changed, their worldview expanded by the knowledge of the supernatural. However, shadows of this supernatural lingered. The investigators, now attuned to the paranormal, noticed subtle signs, flickering lights, mysterious drafts, and unexplained sounds. The airport, once a place of dread, became a beacon for supernatural activity, drawing in those sensitive to the unseen. Among the artifacts left behind by the malevolent entity, there was a relic, a dark, gem-encrusted amulet. Unbeknownst to the investigators, the amulet held a fragment of the entity's essence. Over time, its malevolence seeped into the airport, creating pockets of supernatural phenomena. Years later, the amulet's influence grew stronger. It began to manipulate the minds of unsuspecting individuals, drawing them into its web of darkness. The supernatural occurrences intensified, signaling the entity's second awakening. The investigators, now scattered across the world, felt a familiar chill in the air, a premonition of impending danger. Drawn by a shared sense of foreboding, the investigators reunited. They shared their experiences, comparing the subtle signs of supernatural activity they had witnessed. Together, they realized the truth. The malevolent entity was not truly banished. It had merely retreated, biding its time for a chance to return. As they delved into ancient texts and consulted supernatural experts, they discovered a chilling prophecy. The entity, once banished, would seek to merge the dimensions again, this time with even greater ferocity. The investigators knew that they needed to act swiftly, for the gathering storm of supernatural darkness threatened not only the airport but the entire world. The investigators traced the amulet's origins to a forgotten civilization that had dabbled in forbidden rituals. Its creation was steeped in blood and sacrifice, making it a powerful conduit for the malevolent entity. As they studied the artifact, they felt its corrupting influence seeping into their minds, testing their resolve and unity. In a desperate attempt to gain insight, the investigators held a seance, reaching out to spirits from beyond the veil. The spirits revealed an ancient ritual, one that could permanently seal the malevolent entity and destroy the amulet. The catch was that the ritual required the combined life force of the investigators, a sacrifice they were willing to make to save the world. As they performed the ritual, the investigators found themselves in an ethereal realm, a battleground of souls and shadows. The malevolent entity, now aware of their intentions, launched a furious assault, its dark tendrils reaching for the amulet, desperate to preserve its connection to the mortal realm. In a circle of glowing rooms, the investigators channeled their life force into the ritual. The amulet fought back, resisting their efforts with every ounce of its supernatural power. The battle was fierce and unrelenting, a clash of wills that echoed through the dimensions. With a final surge of determination, the investigators channeled their sacrifice into destroying the amulet. It shattered like glass, releasing a shockwave of energy that engulfed the malevolent entity. The entity howled in agony, its essence dissipating into the cosmic void, leaving behind only echoes of its malevolence. With the entity gone, the ethereal realm began to close. The investigators, their sacrifice complete, found themselves back in the mortal realm. The supernatural storm that had threatened to consume the world dissipated, leaving behind a sense of peace and balance. The investigators, now known as the Guardians of the Balance, vowed to protect the world from supernatural threats. Armed with the knowledge of their predecessors and the wisdom gained from their own sacrifices, they became vigilant guardians, ensuring that the delicate balance between dimensions was maintained. As they continued their work, they became aware of an unseen watcher, a mysterious entity that observed their efforts from the shadows. It was neither benevolent nor malevolent, merely a presence that acknowledged their struggle. The Guardians sensed that the Watcher was a force beyond their understanding, a cosmic observer in the tapestry of existence. And so, the Guardians of the Balance stood as eternal sentinels, watching over the world from the shadows. They knew that the supernatural realm was vast and unknowable, and that the malevolent entity might not have been the only threat lurking in the darkness. With unwavering resolve, they embraced their role as protectors, ready to face any supernatural menace that dared to breach the boundaries between worlds. In the wake of their victory, the Guardians sensed a disturbance in the supernatural fabric of reality. The boundary between dimensions weakened, allowing glimpses of otherworldly realms to bleed into the mortal world. Strange phenomena increased: ghostly apparitions, inexplicable disappearances, and whispers of forgotten gods. The Guardians knew that something far older and more potent than the malevolent entity was stirring. Consulting ancient texts, the Guardians discovered a cryptic prophecy that spoke of a cosmic convergence, a time when the barriers between dimensions would dissolve entirely. In this convergence, ancient entities, long imprisoned beyond the veil, would attempt to breach the mortal realm. The Guardians realized that the malevolent entity they had defeated was merely a harbinger of a greater cosmic cataclysm. To understand the nature of the approaching threat, the Guardians delved into forbidden tomes and consulted eldritch beings. They unearthed a ritual, hidden deep within the annals of dark magic, that could temporarily bridge the dimensions. Performing the ritual, they ventured into the astral plane, a realm of pure energy and consciousness. In the astral plane, the Guardians encountered cosmic elders, ancient entities that existed outside the constraints of time and space. These beings revealed the true nature of the looming cosmic convergence. They spoke of cosmic entities, older than galaxies, stirring in their cosmic slumber, their hunger for reality threatening to devour entire universes. To confront the cosmic threat, the Guardians made an eldritch bargain with the cosmic elders. In exchange for their knowledge and power, the Guardians agreed to become vessels of cosmic energy, embracing abilities beyond human comprehension. With this newfound power, they would stand a chance against the incomprehensible entities lurking beyond the veil. Embracing their cosmic abilities, the Guardians underwent grueling trials in the astral plane. They faced surreal challenges, battling distorted reflections of their deepest fears and desires. These trials not only honed their newfound powers, but also tested their resolve and unity as a team. Upon completing their trials, the Guardians returned to the mortal realm, now augmented with cosmic energy. They fortified their headquarters, creating mystical wards and traps to protect against the impending cosmic siege. They knew that the cosmic entities would target their newfound power, viewing them as a threat to their cosmic order. When the cosmic convergence began, the Guardians found themselves on a celestial battlefield. Stars dimmed and flickered as incomprehensible entities manifested. The Guardians, with their cosmic abilities, clashed with these entities, engaging in battles that transcended the laws of physics and reality. In the midst of battle, the Guardians realized that the cosmic entities drew power from dying stars. They devised a plan to sacrifice dying stars, channeling their cosmic energy into a devastating attack. The sacrifice was immense, shaking the very foundations of the universe, but it created a cosmic wave that engulfed the entities, banishing them back into the cosmic void. With the cosmic entities defeated, the Guardians stood as the saviors of the universe. Their sacrifice had ensured the cosmic balance, preserving not only their world but countless others across the cosmos. The cosmic elders, satisfied with the Guardians' bravery, bestowed upon them a cosmic sigil, a mark of their status as cosmic protectors. Emboldened by their victory, the Guardians embraced their new role as cosmic protectors. They traversed the universe, safeguarding civilizations from supernatural threats, both known and unknown. Their name became legendary, whispered across galaxies as symbols of hope in the face of cosmic darkness. As they explored the cosmos, the Guardians encountered civilizations beyond imagination, sentient nebulae, celestial beings made of pure energy, and interdimensional societies. They learned ancient cosmic secrets, expanding their knowledge of the universe's mysteries. With each encounter, they grew more enlightened and aware of the infinite horizons that existed beyond their own reality. The Guardians' fame reached the ears of advanced extraterrestrial civilizations. A galactic council was formed, comprised of beings from different corners of the universe, including the Guardians. Together, they established intergalactic treaties, shared knowledge, and maintained peace across the cosmic tapestry. In their cosmic travels, the Guardians discovered a multiversal nexus, a place where infinite realities converge. They ventured into alternate realities, witnessing divergent timelines and encountering counterparts of themselves. These experiences deepened their understanding of the multiverse, revealing the vast tapestry of existence that extended beyond their own universe. In their exploration of the multiverse, the Guardians encountered an unfathomable enemy, an entity older than the concept of time itself. This entity, known as the Abyssal Primordial, sought to unravel the fabric of the multiverse, consuming entire realities in its wake. The Guardians realized that this entity posed a threat beyond anything they had ever faced. The Abyssal Primordial launched a multiversal war, sending its cosmic minions to invade multiple realities simultaneously. The Guardians, along with their counterparts from various universes, formed a multiversal alliance. Together, they waged a desperate battle against the Abyssal Primordial and its legions, defending the very foundation of reality itself. As the war raged on, the Guardians faced a devastating choice. To defeat the Abyssal Primordial, they needed to sacrifice entire realities, merging them into a concentrated burst of cosmic energy. The decision was agonizing, but they knew it was the only way to tip the scales in their favor. Empowered by the sacrifice realities, the Guardians launched a final assault on the Abyssal Primordial. The battle was cataclysmic, shaking the multiverse to its core. The Guardians channeled the combined essence of the sacrificed realities into a cosmic onslaught, targeting the Abyssal Primordial's heart, a singularity of darkness that fueled its power. With a blinding explosion of cosmic energy, the Abyssal Primordial's heart shattered. The entity screamed in cosmic agony, its form collapsing into a black hole that imploded upon itself. The multiverse quaked as the Abyssal Primordial was erased from existence, its malevolence wiped clean from the cosmic slate. In the wake of the Abyssal Primordial's defeat, the multiverse underwent a profound transformation. Realities merged and diverged, creating new timelines and alternate universes. The Guardians, their sacrifice and bravery pivotal in the battle, witnessed the multiverse's rebirth, a cycle of creation and destruction that echoed across infinite dimensions. The Guardians, now revered as cosmic legends, observed the new cosmic tapestry that had emerged. They marveled at the diversity of realities, each one a unique expression of the multiverse's infinite potential. They realized that their sacrifices had not only saved their own universe, but had also contributed to the continuous evolution of the cosmic tapestry. With the multiverse reborn, the Guardians returned to their universe, their legacy immortalized in the annals of cosmic history. They knew that their work was far from over. The multiverse was a delicate balance, and they had to remain vigilant against any threat that might destabilize it again. The Guardians, now known as the Cosmic Watchers, established a cosmic sanctuary, a place where beings from different universes could gather, share knowledge, and maintain peace. They became the guardians of the cosmic balance, ensuring that no malevolent force could ever again threaten the stability of the multiverse. Across the multiverse, unseen threads of fate connected the Guardians to other cosmic protectors. They sensed the presence of kindred spirits, beings from different realities who shared their commitment to preserving the cosmic balance. These connections formed an interdimensional network, strengthening the resolve of cosmic protectors everywhere. Embracing their role as cosmic watchers, the Guardians embarked on infinite journeys across the multiverse. They explored diverse realities, encountering civilizations of unimaginable beauty and complexity. With each journey, they deepened their understanding of the multiverse, appreciating the endless possibilities that existence offered. In their travels, the Guardians discovered a cosmic harmony, a universal truth that bound all realities together. They realized that every universe, no matter how different, shared a fundamental essence. This harmony, they believed, was the key to fostering unity and cooperation among diverse civilizations, ensuring peaceful coexistence across the multiverse. The Guardians organized a cosmic confluence, a gathering of beings from different universes. The event became a celebration of cosmic diversity, where cultures, technologies, and ideas intermingled. The exchange of knowledge and experiences strengthened the bonds between universes, fostering mutual respect and understanding. As time passed, the Guardians transcended the limitations of mortal existence. They became eternal beings, their consciousness interwoven with the very fabric of the multiverse. Their wisdom and guidance were sought by cosmic civilizations, and they continued to safeguard the multiverse from threats, ensuring its enduring harmony. In the ever-expanding multiverse, the Guardians marveled at the endless possibilities that lay before them. They embraced the unknown with curiosity and reverence, understanding that the multiverse was a tapestry of infinite stories, waiting to be explored and cherished. Their journey as cosmic watchers continued, an odyssey without end in the boundless expanse of existence. The passengers boarded the flight with a mixture of excitement and exhaustion. The airplane's engines roared to life as it taxied onto the runway, ready to embark on a journey that was meant to be routine. Among the passengers was Sarah, a businesswoman who had barely slept the night before. She settled into her seat, her tired eyes closing as the plane's wheels left the ground. As the airplane ascended, the view outside the window was breathtaking. The sun painted the sky with shades of pink and orange, casting a warm glow over the clouds. But beneath the serene exterior, an unease lingered, a feeling that would soon escalate into a nightmarish descent into terror. Midway through the flight, a disturbance caught Sarah's attention. A passenger a few rows ahead seemed agitated, his eyes wide and his body trembling. He muttered to himself incoherently, his voice carrying a note of desperation. Other passengers exchanged worried glances, but no one seemed willing to intervene. As the minutes passed, the man's behavior grew increasingly erratic. He began to shout, his words a jumble of fear and panic. Flight attendants rushed to his side, attempting to calm him, but their efforts were in vain. The man's shouts grew louder, filling the cabin with an atmosphere of tension and dread. The airplane's cabin lights flickered, and a sudden chill swept through the air. Passengers exchanged puzzled looks as the temperature continued to drop. Outside, the sky darkened, clouds gathering ominously. A sense of unease settled over the plane, as if an invisible force had taken hold, sending shivers down everyone's spine. Sarah glanced out the window, her heart skipping a beat as she caught a glimpse of a figure standing on the wing. Her breath caught in her throat as she recognized the man from earlier, his eyes devoid of sanity. He pointed accusingly at the passengers, his lips moving in a silent chant. And then, with a burst of unnatural speed, he disappeared into thin air. As the airplane continued its flight, the unease inside the cabin grew. Passengers reported strange occurrences, objects moving on their own, whispers carried on the wind, and fleeting glimpses of shadows that seemed to dance at the corners of their vision. Fear spread like wildfire, and Sarah couldn't shake the feeling that they were no longer alone on the plane. The flight attendants attempted to maintain an air of normalcy, but their strained smiles failed to mask their own unease. The pilot's voice crackled over the intercom, announcing turbulence ahead, but the passengers could sense that something far more sinister was at play. The airplane shuddered as if caught in the grip of an invisible force, and the atmosphere inside grew increasingly suffocating. The lights inside the airplane flickered once more, plunging the cabin into darkness. Passengers' hearts raced as they fumbled for their phones, their screens casting an eerie glow. Whispers seemed to echo through the air, growing louder and more distinct. Sarah's pulse quickened as she realized that the whispers were not coming from the passengers around her. They were coming from the shadows themselves. A chilling sensation crawled up Sarah's spine as she felt a presence drawing closer. The air grew heavy with a malevolent energy, and a voice, cold and hollow, whispered in her ear, "They cannot save you. You are ours now." She shivered, her breath catching in her throat as she realized that the passengers were not alone on this flight. Panic spread like wildfire as passengers reported seeing figures in the seats beside them, spectral shapes that seemed to materialize out of thin air. The whispers grew louder, their words a sinister chorus that filled the cabin. The flight attendants struggled to maintain order, their voices drowned out by the cacophony of fear and confusion. Sarah's heart pounded as she watched the shadows coalesce into sinister forms. Faces contorted in agony, eyes empty and soulless, seemed to press against the windows. The airplane shuddered as if caught in a maelstrom of malevolent energy. The passengers were trapped in a nightmare, a reality that defied explanation and reason. Amid the chaos, a few passengers banded together, determined to fight the encroaching darkness. Sarah and a group of strangers armed themselves with flashlights and makeshift weapons. They moved cautiously through the cabin, their footsteps echoing in the silence. Their efforts were met with resistance from the shadows, which seemed to pulse with an unholy energy. The battle raged on, the passengers' fear transformed into a desperate resolve to survive. But as they fought, they realized that their attackers were not mere shadows. They were the souls of those who had met a tragic end, trapped between worlds, and seeking to drag the living down with them. In the midst of the battle, a voice broke through the chaos, the voice of the pilot. His voice crackled over the intercom, revealing the truth that had been concealed for far too long. The airplane they were on was not just an ordinary flight. It was a vessel caught between dimensions, a purgatorial space where the souls of the departed lingered. The revelation sent shockwaves through the passengers, their resolve wavering for a moment. But Sarah's determination remained unshaken. She realized that they had to confront the malevolent souls and release them from their torment, or risk being trapped in the same liminal space forever. Armed with the knowledge of their plight, Sarah and the other passengers faced the shadows head-on. The battle that ensued was a clash of wills, a war between the living and the restless dead. The airplane quaked with the force of their struggle, and the very fabric of reality seemed to warp and bend. As Sarah faced one of the malevolent souls, she saw a flicker of recognition in its eyes. A surge of empathy washed over her as she realized that these souls were not just tormentors. They were victims of their own tragic fates. With a determined cry, she channeled her energy into breaking the cycle of suffering, freeing the souls from their purgatorial prison. The battle's intensity waned, and the shadows began to dissipate like mist in the wind. The airplane trembled once more, this time with a sense of release rather than malevolence. The passengers' exhausted faces held a mixture of relief and exhaustion. Outside the windows, the sky had begun to lighten, the first rays of dawn breaking through the clouds. The airplane descended, leaving behind the tumultuous space between dimensions. The passengers emerged from the ordeal change, their bond forged through a shared encounter with the supernatural. As the airplane touched down, Sarah looked out at the world below with a newfound appreciation for the solidity of reality. The whispers and shadows were gone, replaced by a sense of triumph over the unknown. The flight had been a journey into the heart of terror, a battle against forces beyond comprehension. But it had also been a testament to the strength of the human spirit, the unbreakable resolve to confront the darkness, and the power of unity in the face of the unimaginable.